Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So today is actually December 25th now, in the wee hours of course. The server just reset for me about 20 minutes ago, but I just logged in now. So this is the Welcome Moon welcoming me. So here we are. I'm going to quickly now add in the thumbnail for this video and the tags as well. But basically what that means is Merry Christmas to anyone who is out there who's watching this. On live or who will be watching it on replay. Um, yeah, so I mean, I already was playing earlier today, but I didn't stream it. I was just playing the Hangout events out of boredom. So I finished the one for Beto and for Goro, and they're actually quite well done. They again, I was saying this before too, and the last time that there was Hangout events for Toma and Sayu and etc. The events are getting better. Um, they were actually quite entertaining and interesting, but I will say they are still very long. And the fact that you have to go back and redo parts of it is kind of annoying. That's all. Yeah, but overall, they were well done. And then I also started I did complete the current event that is up there, the Fruition event or whatever it's called. Yeah, and it's not bad. It's basically actually, in my opinion, they actually made it even better than the previous. They made it more accessible, let's say, for lower level and newer players especially, because they made the requirements of getting everything lower, which is good, because this is something that I actually put in many of my surveys in the early game, mid game. Well, it's not because of me, obviously, I'm sure many people put it in, but I did put it in too, where we were saying that you need to like make it so that those things, any of those energy amplifier or like buff events where you have to go fight like bosses or like fight like dungeons that are harder enemies and with time trials and special requirements and you get the points, those kind of similar type of things, those type of events need to make it so that people can get all the rewards basically, because there are obviously earlier game players, mid-game players who may not be able to clear all the content and therefore they can't get all the rewards, which is not fair because technically the rewards are what they are looking for and what they would need in order to level up as well their characters and make them stronger, right? So yeah, exactly. So sorry, I was just talking without typing into my description here. But basically, yeah. So I think that it did a good job making it more accessible. And also it did feel easier in the sense who of course I've built up my characters a little bit better since the last time they had the event. So I was able to clear it almost on maximum difficulty. So I got 7,500 out of the 8,000 points available, which is pretty good. I did start with 7,000 and I got it right away. And then so that was like good. And then I added I'll show you on the screen later, but basically I added the double, like the 200% HP for the enemy, and I added the shortest time frame, and I wasn't able to do it for that one, but I was able to do it for the shortest time frame, but not double their HP because I wasn't able to get it done in time, because they become really tanky and they don't die, right? So yeah, so basically I had to turn that one off, back to 100% extra HP only, but not 200% basically. So I think 200%, sorry, would actually end up being triple, right? Because 100% is double, right? Anyway, so yeah. Um, so yeah, anyway, that's all. But basically, so yeah, that part I couldn't do to get the last 500 points because the maximum is 8,000 for the first time run, but that's okay. Okay, I kept talking, but I should be doing this, saving this thing. So for the banner for this, I'm just gonna write Merry Christmas on it for the thumbnail. But I know that some of you are already in Asia and are Europe, and maybe for you, Christmas has already ended. You're probably on December 26th already, which is okay. And for you, it might be Boxing Day already. But for me, it's still Christmas Day officially. So that's why I'm in the Canada, Vancouver, or Canada or North America server. Yeah. Perfect. So I'm going to quickly open up another browser now just to see if yep, have it open and I can see if anyone's chatting with me. Obviously, I'm going to like my own video, and we'll go from there. Yeah, and then let's see. Okay, let's see. Mm, Oops, press the wrong thing. I'm supposed to go to my own channel. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then, let's see. Perfect. Oops. And then, yeah, just give me 1 sec here. I'm just getting set up here. Okay, where is this and why is this stuff coming up? Here we go. This is what I want. Perfect. Okay, just plugging in my laptop. Just make sure that it doesn't go to sleep and stuff. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I already did all that stuff earlier in the day, and then I figured no one really wants to watch the Hangout events, so I didn't bother streaming that. Um, I've just been farming the boss for Ito's pieces, basically. That's all I've been doing. So yeah, I need to farm like a variety of things. So now that there are commissions again, let's just go farm that boss one more time because I have 40 resin. Yeah. And then what else happened was that my Barbara now has. Oh, well, okay, hang on, whatever. I'll come back for her. I was just saying that commission is right there, but anyway, my Barbara had got her level 10 companionship, so I've swapped her out and put Kokomi in, because at least Kokomi is somewhat built. I'm planning to rebuild her artifacts though. Hang on, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Sorry, that sounded bad. Okay, yeah, so I put in Kokomi, and I do plan to rebuild her because obviously I am kind of semi-farming, not right now, but I am semi-farming that new defense domain, and therefore you're gonna end up picking Kokomi pieces up anyway. So I might as well like try to rebuild her and get her like a better piece. Still, she won't be as good. She won't be that much better with them, but then at least, you know, it's something, right? Ugh. Oh, I didn't get it. Whatever.
天动万象，安如磐石。雕虫小技。嘿，哼，耶。安如磐石。休养生息。 深海的加护，此刻寂灭之时。帮帮忙。
Gonna heal my team a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So I did say in a previous stream that I'm changing my streaming schedule, so I have already kind of announced it the other day already too, that I will not be streaming daily anymore because there isn't enough content to do daily, and also because I am getting tired, because I do have a job, a full-time job during the day, normally. Right now we're on break, but holidays, but because of that reason I can't maintain it, because I usually stream like at nighttime when the server resets in my area, and I won't be able to maintain that on a daily basis because I do work early. But yeah, so now my schedule is going to be regularly, but not daily. So what that would mean is it could be every other day, it could be every 2 or 3 days, depending. Just so we're clear, and and then the weekends and holiday days will be optional. So then that will be, yeah. Maybe I might want to spell that out better in my description. Maybe that's probably gonna help. Yeah. But I just put regularly. I think that's kind of general enough, and switched the wording from before it used to be worded as daily, but now it will be just regularly. Yeah, is what I'm going for. So let's see what this is. It says HP Sands. Ugh. It has 3 out of 4 okay ones, but I don't know if it's worth keeping. I'll keep it for now then. Hopium. And I think, did I hear him get it? Yeah, he did. He got it. Oops, pressed the wrong button. Perfect. Okay. So then he is done. We can swap him out then. And I will switch to his name card. That's the Barbara one from earlier, but now we'll just swap to his, and then, yeah. we'll go from there. There it is. Just to kind of showcase it a little bit. I didn't do that before for some of the earlier ones I got companionship level 10 for, but it's okay to do it now, I think. So because now that he's done, then I'm going to swap him out of all my teams because I wouldn't need him anymore. I can put in like someone else that I actually would use instead. Yeah, so I don't know. This is just for now. It's a placeholder, right? There are only 2 characters now that have under level 10 companionship, the 2 new characters. So in a way, I'm kind of all caught up then. Yeah, basically. I'll just put Kokumi here. I mean, she has her uses because she's a healer, so there is that use and purpose there. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so we're done that part now. So now we can go and do the any of the quests basically. Just to like do our daily whatever. Oh, it would be this team. Sorry, yes, because this team is like because only 2 of them need the companionship, right? So then so we'll just leave them there. That way I have a healer and I have like, you know, someone that can do DPS stuff. Of course my Ito is okay now too. He's not like super weak, but he is okay, so that's helpful. Okay, I got led astray by the marker underneath. I thought there was something there. Okay. Are these artifacts? Okay, well that's okay too. How about over here then? I haven't fully explored this. So now that I've done the hangout events out of boredom today, because I know that 2.4 is coming up and they're probably going to have new hangout events, so I just wanted to clear them out, and also I wanted the little bit of rewards and resources basically, you know, might as well, right? Unfortunately, I still haven't gotten any other constellations of Goro using the amount of free wishes that I do get in the game, but that's okay. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Oh, my god. No, he died again. I was trying to get him out to heal. Oh my god. Okay, well that's stupid. Okay, this has been a waste of my time. I was just, because that threw me off. Okay, he's gonna heal, I think. Oh, he healed. Damn it! Waste my time. Yeah, he healed again. Oh, there's that shockwave thing too. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that threw me off. Yeah, I just wanted to, yeah, whatever. I wasn't doing, like, again. Anyway. We'll just go back up then. Oh, that wasn't a healing point. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll go here. That threw me off. Does he still get it, I wonder? I'm curious. Yeah, he still gets it. Because it's the same. It didn't really change. Oh, another thing is, I didn't show this on stream, but I got my, I got AR, what is that? Here, let me go to my menu. Not this menu, sorry. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong one. This one. So I am now AR 59. It's kind of obscured by the background, but it's 59 now. Just like that, but that bar you can see. Yeah, so I was gonna like kind of show it on stream at one point because I kept it, and then I'm like, oh, who cares? No one cares, I think, because realistically, other people have already gotten it like a long time ago. There's plenty of players that got 60 already, even, right? And obviously, it's easy to get 60. I didn't start in the first, like, basically the first patch, 1.0. I didn't have this game really. I started at the end of 1.0, early 1.1, so I missed out on whatever amount of, you know, adventure experience, let's call it, is what it's called, right? In the first month, basically, or first 6 weeks even, 5 to 6 weeks. And then, like, I wasn't doing full resin refreshes, only during my little dolphin phase from the summer till, you know, right before this patch, basically. So, yeah. Oh well. The rewards aren't great, as we know already. And even after you get to AR60, it's like, I think you get some of that, AR experiences just count as Mora instead, and the rate isn't that much either. So I don't know. They should have made the rate higher, but whatever. Or they should have just extended the AR cap and made these last group of AR levels like easier to attain. You know, I don't know. Like I mean, like, you know, shrink the time in between of them and then make more rewards, basically, that would be appreciated. Okay, anyway. Okay, enough. I was just grabbing those artifacts because they were there, and then we're gonna quickly do, since the last one is here, and we have to go back there to collect the final reward. Anyway, let's just quickly do the ones that are out or further away. And since I'm here, there are a few artifacts here to collect as well, so I'm just gonna quickly grab them. Yes. See. Or like these fodder material swords and stuff, yeah. Okay, the last, it's right, reach the destination. Okay, I'll do that after, but just let me quickly come and, there is a tanuki here. Hi KX! You were there 6 or 7 days ago when the typhoon hit the Philippines. We have no electricity. Sorry for me. Oh no, don't worry, don't worry. All good. Hopefully your situation is better now. Hopefully you're good. Yeah, it's no worries. I actually, if you, recently I decided not to be doing daily lives anymore because the game is kind of like, you know, there's not much content as you know. So don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So now I only do regular live, but not necessarily every day. And then not, yeah, basically that's the best way to put it. Not every day, yeah. But I'll do them whenever I can, of course. So hopefully you're okay now. You got your internet and your electricity back, of course, I hope, and that you guys had a good Christmas, I'm sure, because I know that in Asia, Christmas already happened, but for me, it's just Christmas now. So Merry Christmas. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Yeah, and I only just started streaming like 10 minutes ago, really. So don't worry, there's nothing, and you know me, I'm just doing my regular, you know, like routine stuff. Actually, I don't need to kill them. Oh, fine. These are being annoying. And then that woman's gonna come. Yeah. Ugh, the ice one is so annoying. Yes, the ice does hurt a lot. Ugh, okay. That ended up being more annoying than it needed to be. Because of the little fence that was there too, it was annoying. So let's just heal everybody. You lost a friend? She got caught with a flood while helping people? Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. But that was very brave and courageous of her to be helping people in the time of need. So she's like a local hero. But definitely I hope that she can be found. And how are you feeling? Are you okay? Is her family okay? Are you guys okay? I know obviously it's your friend, so I know you probably are sad and worried. You still don't have electricity? 3 to 4 days from now? Oh my god. Wow, that's really devastating then. So then do you guys have like food and supplies and all that stuff? Like your home is not damaged, right? Like you are still able to obviously live at home and your home is not flooded, so you can obviously still have access to your materials, I hope. Like clothing and some food. I know that the fridge will be off, of course, and then so the food in the fridge is going to spoil. But I mean, other food, hopefully you have access to. We're still finding her? Okay. So hopefully they can find her, yes. That's good. I mean, definitely keep the hope up, of course, and stay positive. And yes, it's hopeful that maybe she will be found, you know, safe and well, hopefully. And yeah. And it's good that if your home is not damaged and you still have access to food and water, like clean water, drinking water, then at least, you know, that's still a blessing to still have, you know, your home, of course. Luckily, there was no meat or anything in the fridge because it was the 17th and it was getting close to the end of the month. Oh, okay. That's fine then. Yeah, exactly. So you didn't have too much of a loss of like wasted food. That's always good. Yeah. Yeah, and then you'll just for now then just eat like dried foods or canned foods or packaged foods basically. And it's good that you still have like internet and through I think you're using data, right? So at least the cell phone towers and your communication services are still like up and running. So that's good at least. Then you can still get news, updates, you know, on the situation, right, from your local government or anywhere, right, to tell you what to do next, etc. So that's still very good overall. Alright, so yeah. Hi Yadika, how are you? KX, the president of the Philippines is on the island that got hit and where the eye of the storm located. So we are good. Okay. So the president's okay, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, meaning, or that meaning that he's taking it very seriously, I'm assuming that's what you mean? And hopefully he's going to assign, like, obviously I'm sure they already assigned it, right? Like rescue services and, like, help, basically, you know, like, for food and water and shelter and stuff for people who are more affected, right? So that's good. And obviously people assign, of course, more people to help locate people as well. Hi Attica, how are you? How did you spend your Christmas? Because I know again in Asia or Europe, other areas, it's already past Christmas. Like it's already probably December 26th for you guys, but for me it's just December 25th now. Where's the last one? I don't know where it is. Nothing special, actually? Okay, that's fine. It's okay. I mean, it's Christmas for me here, but I'm just, well, obviously it's like late in the morning, but it's like in the wee hours. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but I only started playing like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh, it's still Christmas? It's 5:48 p.m. Oh, okay. That's great then. Well, it's still Christmas then, yes. I'm never really sure when it comes to the time zones, because sometimes I definitely know you guys are ahead by a lot, right? So that's why I'm not sure. But the Philippines doesn't have snow, right? Like, no, I don't think so. Like most Asian countries don't. I think only parts of China and of course Korea and Japan has snow. Like parts of it, not all of it. I don't think any of the other, because I think Philippines is tropical, right? So it doesn't have like snow. It actually snowed a little bit earlier here today, so, but it is what it is.
就这么做吧。无处遁逃。
Parts of India get snow too. Oh, hi, Rishav. Oh, yes, the northern areas, right? Because India, does in, I'm not sure of my geography. Does it border some like? Oh, it borders like some of those high mountains. Is well, I'm not sure. Is Mount Everest around there? Like not in India, but near there? Because Mount Everest obviously has snow, right? Mount Everest, is that in Tibet? Does India border Tibet? I'm sorry, I don't really know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking it. Yeah. We don't, but it was snowing all of a sudden in the capital of the Philippines. Whoa. That's cool, in a way, if it actually never happened before. Well, obviously it's due to global warming, where the weather does weird things when it normally doesn't. Is the typhoon that big? I heard that it's two in the local news. Yeah, KX was telling us about the whole situation. It's pretty sad. And luckily KX is doing fine and their family is doing fine, but they're looking for their friend who went missing. Rishabh. Yes, the Himalayas are kind of in India as well. India has a small border with Tibet. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Himalayas. There we go. I couldn't think of the name of the mountain range. I was like, Mount Everest? Or yeah. Anyway, yeah, Himalayas. There we go. Yeah, yes. I think that's a big mountain range that borders many countries, like Tibet, maybe Nepal, maybe India, maybe other countries around there. I'm not really sure of my geography, but maybe. I've never been to any of those places, so I don't know. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so it snowed here a little bit earlier today. Just in the morning. Well, I actually woke up really late because today was my day off. Yesterday was my last day of working until the new year. So yeah. And then this morning when I woke up, it was like wet snow, so it was like snow and rain, and then and later it became rain, and then later it stopped raining altogether, and the snow's melted already. Because in my city, it doesn't snow as much as the rest of Canada, so we're very fortunate in that way. Because snow actually, it's beautiful, definitely, but it's actually annoying because if you live in a house in here, you are responsible to shovel the snow, obviously, and shovel your walkway area, your driveway area, and your like stairs if you have them, like stairs outside your house, right? Because in by law, if the mailman or any government person slips and falls on your property, they can sue you. So something like that. Yeah, it's actually a very weird law, but it makes sense, I guess, because the mailman works for the government, like they're a government department, and them getting hurt means that their department is going to sue you. Like, yeah, so in a way, it's just to tell people to like just keep your place like clean and tidy. So it's really annoying, basically, let's put it that way, because it's extra work. And then also if you have a house and you park your car in front of your house, because some people have a house where they have a garage where they park the car inside the garage, right? But even then, like you still have to shovel. Like if you have a garage and you park your car inside, you have to drive your car out, right? You'd have to shovel the garage way area too, so that the car can get out, right? But at least you don't have to shovel your or like clean off your car. But if you park your car outside and the snow is thick enough and it sticks to it, you have to then like warm up your car in advance and you have to like scrape it and like dust it off. And you cannot, and contrary to popular belief, you cannot pour warm or hot water on your window because it will crack the window. Your window will crack immediately because of the cold and the hot. Yeah. So it's just really annoying. Yeah. India, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, and Pakistan. Oh, okay, thank you. Hi, Jolie. Vark Tech. Okay. Are you playing on PS5? Yes, I'm playing on PS5. I've never seen thick snow in my life. I'm a tropical region. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thick snow doesn't happen often in my city, Vancouver. It does happen every few years, let's call it, right? And this is funny because like sometimes like when we get to February, we're like, okay, because winter is defined as December to February in Canada. I don't know how winter is defined in other countries, but I know in our country it's defined December to February. So then, like near the end of February, we would say something like, "Oh, good, it didn't snow much. We're happy, right?" And then what happened earlier this year in 2021, it snowed in March, and we're like, "Oh my God!" And it was one of those where it was a lot too. It actually like was thick, and we're like, "No," but So obviously global warming is screwing the schedule up. I think, yeah. So, because sometimes we're just really happy that like there's no snow because it's just less annoying. Also, because if you take transportation, like public transit is what we call it, like buses and stuff, they don't run properly or they're always late. So people that go to work and need the bus, yeah, then it's really late. Or people that take the subway is packed, and then like it's just not fun. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Don't I have something called starter fluid to start cars in the winter? Yes, so there are different things that you can do. You can spray this or pour this stuff on your windows to make it so that the rain and the snow doesn't stick on it or if it does stick, it comes off easier. There's that too. I think it's called antifreeze is what it's called, antifreeze. So it prevents it from oversticking and yeah, and then there's something else, I forgot what it's called, but there's something that makes the rain not and any dirt not stay on so easily. Like kind of like think about like when you have a non-stick frying pan where the stuff comes off easier when you rinse it with water. Yeah, it's like that. So it's like something that is, but it doesn't change the glass. It doesn't make it like look different. It's just like a coating that it's clear. Yeah, I haven't done it to my car though. But like anyway, yeah, you put that on so that the windows are easier to clean when stuff is on there. Yeah, so you only need cold water and then it would come off. Yeah, or slide off. And then like yes, to start your car. So luckily, again, in my city, we are able to start our car no problem. But in the really cold cities in Canada, you have to like turn your car on and leave it on running for like a long time. Let's just say I've heard some people say that they had to turn it on for like 30 minutes because the car can't like the car engine and the stuff inside can't really operate smoothly. It'll clunk, 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 and then it will stop on the road, which is unsafe. So you have to like operate it and then like let it warm up the inside so that it can run. Yeah. You have been trying to buy PS5 for over a year, but still haven't been able to find one in the stock for MSR. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, because PS5 is really popular. Also, they had I think they had supply issues when they first announced PS5 over a year ago, and so obviously it's been really popular, and lots of scalpers are buying them up and like reselling them for like triple or quadruple the price. So don't support the scalpers, but yeah, like so I was lucky. So my PS5 story is that I got it in the summer. I put myself on a list, like on Twitter. We have in Canada, like there's many lists. I'm sure every country has it too, but on Twitter there's like a list. I guess you can call it a Twitter page or channel. And for us, it's called like PS5 Restocks Canada or something like that. Yeah. They're not the only page, but they're one that's popular. And what they'll do is they will always, I don't know how they get the information, but they get the information. And then like they basically post right away and they say like, whatever retailer or whatever store is going to get, whatever amount of or it's restocking now, basically, you know, and then they put a link into their online web page or whatever. So then like, yeah, and then sometimes it's like restocked and there's like different bundles too. I've seen ones where they're like, you have to buy a TV in order to get the PS5. And then so that's crazy, right? But like that's just the bundle that was there, right? Or some of them are like you have to buy like it's limited, right? So you have to buy like a PS5 and another controller. Like you have to buy it. Like whereas normally it only comes with one controller, but then in that case you have to buy the other controller too or something. And there's all these things, right? Or there's ones where it comes with a game or whatever, right? Yeah. Anyway, so then long story short, so then like I was on that list, and then like obviously I just checked it every so often, but luckily there was in the summer when I was playing this game on PS4, my phone like had a notification, and I actually looked because normally I don't really care because a lot of it is spam. So then I looked at it right in the moment, and then it said restocking at this retailer, and then I clicked the link, and it's legitimate because it goes to the store's webpage. So then I clicked it, and then I went all the way through to the checkout, and then it did say on the thing, it flashed like on quick notification. It says if you don't check out within like 60 seconds, if you don't complete your checkout within 60 seconds, your order will be automatically canceled. So then I was like, oh my god, because I wasn't sure, right? And I wasn't even prepared to buy at that point, but whatever. So I entered all my information, and then it does say like we're confirming your order now, and then it processes, and Anyway, it reloaded the page and it said congratulations, your order is confirmed. So then I got it like 2 weeks later. But it did say that it was going to be a delayed like mail to me. Otherwise, it would have been 1 week later. But anyway, it's fine. So I got it 2 weeks later. I was super happy. Yeah. Yes. Oleophobic coating, yeah. So fuck the scalpers, yes, they're selling them for 2 times the price you hate. Exactly. So don't support the scalpers. It's not worth it, obviously, so don't do that. But I was lucky in my case because I was able to get it. And then afterward, I told my friends and my family, I'm like, oh, are you guys looking for it? I got this link. And then because I want to make sure that it was still valid, right? So obviously it was valid when I put that order in. And then right when I completed my order, because I didn't want to leave that page. So when the order was completed, then I quickly forwarded the link to my friends and family. And then they went in and like, I don't even know if it was like a few minutes later. But anyway, they said it sold out already. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so lucky. Yeah. So I did not have to buy anything extra. But mine was one of those ones where I said it was required. You have to buy another controller. You can't just buy the base like unit with with the original control because it only comes with one. You can't just buy the base unit. You have to buy one more controller with it. So that's what I did then. I'm like, fine then. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. So I had to pay extra to buy the one extra controller. That's okay because it's actually useful to have two. So yeah. At least it wasn't the one where it's like you have to buy a TV because I don't need that, right? And I wouldn't do that one anyway if that was the case. Because there's different, like various retailers have different rules for it because they know it's a hot product. So then they have to they're trying to upsell you. Basically, that's what it is. They want to make you buy something else in addition to it if you want to secure the order. Yeah. I'm just picking random stuff on this and I'm not even paying attention because I already got the achievement for this where you get it right, so. I'm not even paying attention, I'm just clicking through it because I've been standing here just chatting with you guys. Okay, so that's done. 向着星辰，感谢你完成了今天的委托。 But that's okay, right? Like, Reshav, you're able to play on, like, I'm assuming if you're looking for PS5, you're playing on this game on mobile or on PS4 maybe, right? PS4 is fine. It just has, for my PS4, mine's not PS4 Pro, mine's just a regular PS4. So it did have some loading issues where when you teleport and stuff, the stuff doesn't load in right away, but then it doesn't affect the game. And the loading time frame is it's way longer than that. What you saw on this, what you'll see on the screen, it's way longer than that. So, yeah. So PS5 definitely can load fast. Mobile and PC. Okay, actually with PC you have the best option because PC is actually even better than PS5. Because PC, like, obviously if you have a really powerful, like, gaming style computer setup, you should probably enjoy the game even better than what I'm doing. It's just that I don't have a I actually don't have a PC. I have a laptop only, and my laptop's old, so it can't support this game. And my mobile phone is also old, so I can't support this game otherwise. So that's why I play it on PlayStation, and yeah. And also because PlayStation allows me to do this live stream really easy. It has a broadcast function, so I don't need to like um install any extra software or like any extra other thing to do these like streams or videos. So I just use the PS5 or basic PlayStation PS4's broadcast function, and then I'm able to make videos with them right away. So that part I like because then it's like easy then. The game looks like shit on mobile. Well, on mobile it's smaller, obviously the screen and everything, but on PC it should be fine. Oh, good GPU. Oh yeah, the reason why a lot of GPUs are not available as well is because people are using them to do crypto farming for Bitcoins and Ethereum coins and other altcoins, because you can actually make money by farming those coins, right? But you have to leave the GPU, and like you have to buy all these fans and all these things. Basically, anyway, it's very popular, and you just have to leave them on basically 24/7, so that they can continue farming for you to get money for you, like real money. Like, well, in the terms of the coins, then you have to sell the coin separately if you want on when it's high, and then you can make money. Yeah. So that's why, because GPUs are very popular now, because people are just buying them up, because you don't need the full computer, you only need the GPU part. And of course, lots of fans, and how the professional people do it, they actually set up like a whole ventilation system for it and everything, and you have to set up a dedicated room somewhere with them, yeah, and then you have to have this. I forget what they call it, but it's like a shelf where you have to like mount all these GPUs onto it, and then have the fans and stuff on there, and then you have to mount. I think you have to mount something so that you can check how much they've actually successfully like mined and all that stuff. You have to do all this stuff. I don't do it, so I don't know all the details, but I've seen people talking about it on YouTube and sharing their so-called build of it, of their so-called farm. So yeah. Oh, okay. You only have a 1650 and you can't find a 30 series card? Okay. Yeah, I don't know all the specs and stuff too because I don't do that, but yeah, I get it. Like it sounds like you know what you're talking about, so that's good. So yeah, I mean, it is tough, I know, because like also there's been supply chain issues due to COVID as well, as we already know. That's why there's also lots of mega inflation in basically the whole world, where the cost of goods has gone up for everything, and things are being held up at various like ports around the world, right? Because of staffing and supply issues, and also materials and resources have become more expensive as well. Everything's become more expensive because of COVID. Oh, you saw that I'm AR-59. Thank you. I actually just became AR-59 earlier today, outside of this stream. I didn't stream that. So I wasn't playing since day one, actually. Just talked about that. I was playing since around 1.1. I missed 1.0 because actually I didn't have my PS4 at that time. My PS4, I borrowed it from my sibling who wasn't using it. So my sibling lent it to me to play this game because, like I said, I don't have a PC that can play this game or a phone that can play this game. So and I'm very happy that they lent me the PS4. And then yeah, so I missed Venti's original run banner, and I missed that first Elemental Crucible event, which I heard was dog shit. So it's fine because it was the first event, right? And then from 1.1 I was able to play, so I did not miss the Mona and Fischl Unreconciled Stars event, and I did not miss Klee's banner. So that I was lucky there. So I started from that onward. But but I haven't like obviously I just became AR-59. It's gonna take me like probably like a really long time to become 60 again. To become 60. So yeah. Oh, it's fine. And then like I'm not really playing this game as much anymore. I kind of announced that already on this channel a few times. But I still play it daily in order to just to do the basic stuff. But I don't like play heavy on it. There's still stuff in the game that I haven't done yet. I haven't even fully explored the last three islands of Inazuma yet, and I don't really care right now. But I'll do them if I'm bored. But we'll see. Yeah, like so I'm trying to bring in other games to my channel, YouTube channel here. So but I'll still play Genshin, but I'm not sure that I would guarantee that I would be streaming it all the time. I might be streaming other games instead, but I haven't found another game yet that I'm willing to commit to yet. I'm still in the trial phase of other games. I'm still trying them out. I've demoed a few games. They are actually just the demos of those games actually. I've demoed a few of them on the channel, and that's basically what I've with. But of those two games that I demoed so far, I'm not going to proceed with playing them on this channel. So I will demo others, and then we'll see. I likely have an idea of what game is going to end up being the other game that I will play on this channel, but I haven't gotten there yet. Because it's pretty obvious it's probably going to likely be Tales of Arise, which is the game of the year 2021, and then or maybe Scarlet Nexus, which is nominated for Game of the Year 2021. One of those, right? And then like obviously I have a few other demos that I want to try as well. I downloaded the demos of those two, but I also bought those games during Black Friday sale, so they were cheaper. So yeah. Okay, I did not farm any of this stuff, so I don't have much to give to him today. That's okay. We'll just have to go farm some stuff now then. I think I did try earlier, but they didn't refresh yet. So I'll try again now and see. Oops, I'll just buy the thing. And okay, and now that I'm going to farm for ores, I'll just go with this team. Oh, expedition reward. Well, that's good. But yeah, I don't know because the game is overall kind of boring because there's not much to do anymore. I mean, yeah, again, I can say that I can explore the remaining islands and stuff, and I know that 2.4 is probably gonna bring like a lot more new stuff too. But then like I don't know, it's gotten to a point where everything's kind of repetitive now, right? So that's the only reason why I'm considering bringing. Oh, I'm not considering. I will be bringing in new games for myself too to be interested, but also because I did announce recently that I will just be streaming regularly, not daily anymore, which is fine because regularly still could be daily, but not guaranteed that it's like I'm not committing to like the fact that I could come on here 7 days a week. No, but it would be more like just doing videos or streams like just regularly throughout the week. Yeah, I won't have a set schedule for it, but just regularly. Yeah. And then that way I don't have to like feel or make anyone feel like they're missing anything or that I don't have to feel like I'm required to do something, right? So we'll see, right? Because sometimes I'm really tired or sometimes I'm just not in the mood to play this game specifically. So yeah. Because I'm definitely a small streamer and I don't make any money from this. So this is really just for fun, right? So it should be more in line with, I guess, my actual schedule. Because right now it is kind of late for me, but I'm happy to be here. But then but then like I can't maintain it on a regular basis anymore because I did accept a new full-time job earlier in November, and so I think it's just getting tiring in order if I was to do that and then like do like a stream for like 2 maybe or 3 hours every night basically when the server resets, which is usually when I stream. So I mean I could stream earlier too, but then because after work usually I have stuff to do. I might take a nap. I have to like obviously we have to eat dinner and all that stuff, take a shower, all that stuff, right? So then that's why I usually do it like right before bed. But then yeah, so that's just me. And also I figure like after the server resets, then there's a reason to do stuff because then I can do stuff that I don't have to worry about. Like meaning like that's why I do like the dog feeding companionship stuff. I do all this farming stuff. I do like the commission so that I get them out of the way. So that even during the day, because after the server resets, during the day I don't have to worry about them because they're done already. So then sometimes, like even last weekend, I got really lazy. I didn't play this game at all. My resin overflowed to 160 out of 160, I think, maybe for 30 minutes or so. And then like I just went. I was not in the mood. I was really tired and sleepy, and I was not in the mood. So what I did was I didn't stream, but I did log in and I went to the blacksmith and I went and just spent the resin at the blacksmith. I just did that magical crystal ore conversion thing, and I just spent the resin there, and then I just logged off. So yeah. How much have I spent on the game? I actually haven't checked. So, good question. I haven't checked. I honestly haven't, but I'm sure it's up there, but not as high as like any major whale or anything like that. No, I would consider that I did have a dolphin phase from the summer, from 1.6 until maybe 2.1, because or maybe yeah, maybe 2.1 or maybe even like half 2.2. I don't know. So I stopped already because I don't play this game as much anymore. So it's no longer worth it to spend on this game. Also like I also felt and I also asked other people too. Like there was no reason to spend money in this game anymore because well, A, I'm not playing as much, and B, because like at a certain point there's not much more content to do, and yes, while you can continue collecting all the characters, but there's also no requirement to. So I was lucky that I got Ito and Goro recently, basically for free, so to speak, because I got them just using my saved up Welkins. I'm doing the commissions every day and the event rewards for the last 2 weeks, and then I got one of each. So that's what I did. But then, like, previously, sometimes I was like, oh, I have to get whatever character. And then I think what really pissed me off was when I went for Kokomi, and I already knew that she was not good. But I went for Kokomi, and then I just felt like, okay, this is like a wake-up call for myself. I'm like, why am I like wasting money on characters that I don't even like? Or why am I wasting money just so that I can collect them all? What's the point, right? That's basically what my turning point was. So that was probably around like 2.1, I guess. Yeah, and then after that, I kind of like cut it off. I kind of just been like, no. So right now, the only thing I'm spending on is the regular battle pass and the Welkin right now. And my Welkin also is going to expire in the next week. So I don't know if I'm going to replenish that, like actually like buy another one. I don't know now. That's the honest truth. I actually don't know. So I might, because I'm not even playing this much now anyway. And even, I'll be honest with you, although I really do enjoy the streams coming on here, and that's the reason why I play, because if I wasn't doing the streams, I wouldn't even be like farming this stuff that you see that me doing on the screen right now, because this is really boring to me, like farming these like ores and stuff every day is kind of like blah, but I do it, because when I'm talking to you guys, it's fun and I do enjoy that, right? So then that's the only reason that keeps me going for this game. Like literally having this YouTube channel, although it's not specifically or exclusively a Genshin channel, but yeah, having this YouTube channel and having you guys like not necessarily guaranteed that you guys are here every day either, but like, you guys or any other people that are on keeps me going. Otherwise, I would probably have stopped playing this game already. Because, farming stuff is boring. I already stopped farming artifacts a long time ago already, so I don't do them. Obviously, if I'm near, like, an artifact to grab, I'll grab it, but then otherwise I'm not going to go specifically do the farming route for them anymore. I was doing resin refreshes from the summer or late summer onward to the early fall, and then, yeah, since then I've stopped now. So that was part of what I was spending money on, and also for wishing for certain characters and certain weapons. So I will say that I am fortunate that I got obviously what I got, but then I'm also lucky too because I actually, overall though, I would say that most of the things that I wished for I got, and I didn't have to like waste too many like pities on them. So I made it work, so to speak. And now with Ito, I ended up just giving him whatever I had. And same with artifacts, I just give them whatever, like other most characters, I just give them whatever I have. I don't even waste the time to like go and like refarm or rebuild them. I know that some of my viewers kept telling me to like rebuild my Kazuha, because I was lucky and I got his Freedom Sworn sword right before that banner ended, and I did not spend on that. I just used whatever wishes I had. So then like, but I didn't rebuild him yet. I just left him, even though I really love my Kazuha. But anyway, so I just go with whatever I have. But I might consider rebuilding him. But I did say that because now I have the two new characters, Ito and Goro, then I have to technically build them first, which is what I'm working on. Yeah, it's just that it's gonna take longer because I'm not resin refreshing and I'm not spending. So, yeah. Did I complete the new dungeon? And you're welcome only, so that's good. Yeah, welcome only is fine. That's nothing wrong with that. I think that's great. And yes, I the new dungeon. You mean the defense domain? Yes, I did. So I've been lightly farming it, not fully, just lightly, in order to get some pieces for like Ito and Goro. They're not the best pieces, obviously, but I don't want to. I've seen other whales, like not other whales. Sorry, I've seen whales. Let's say, because I'm not a whale. I'm definitely just a Welkin and Battle Pass guy now. I started off that way too, and then only in the middle, like I let myself spend a little bit more over the summer and early fall, but then I stopped already. So, but yeah, I've seen actual whales. They say that they spent like what, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 resin, um, on like that domain, or not just that domain, but any domain really, right? And then they don't even have like really good pieces. But then obviously they're whales, so they still have better pieces than I do, of course. But like I don't, that's not me. I'm not really into that. I'm not really into like farming stuff. I actually don't like it. It's one of the things in my, especially in my earlier streams, I also mention that all the time too. I actually hate farming stuff. I find it really boring. So that's why later on in my channel here, I've changed it to now just doing live streams while I farm, so that at least it's kind of mindless. I don't have to think about this while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. Oh, the deceitful domain, the event one. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I did that one earlier today. Yeah, I completed that. So I was just talking about that earlier in the stream too, which is perfect, right before you joined. So I was just saying that like I got 7,500 points out of the possible 8,000, and I was very lucky because I was saying that in a way I was compared to the previous times that that event happened or other similar events where you have to like buff your characters and get points. They made it easier and more accessible for this time around, which I think is a good thing. Not just for myself, but also for many players out there, especially early game or free to play or mid game players, who because I had previously submitted many surveys in the past, like when I was playing the early and mid game, and then I just kind of gave up in the late game because I didn't really care anymore about the surveys. Because but I used it like I some of them I did, but not everything. I submitted and I would just say like they make those events so hard, and then they make it so that like those rewards, like free to play or lower level players or newer players or people that don't have built up characters and teams can't really get all the rewards, which is unfortunate because they would need those rewards in order to level up and build their characters better, right? So finally now after like a year, let's say, they finally like made the rewards better because I don't even remember like in the old events they would make it so that like you would have to every 3,000 points you would get one level or one of those rewards, whereas now they just made it every 1,000 points. That's why the scale is like from 0 to 12,000, right? Because there's like or whatever it is, right? So then it actually makes it easier. Whereas before it was like it was some weird way of calculating the points. It was like you need like 20 or 25,000, I think 25,000 points to get all the rewards because they made it so that every level is like 3,000 points apart or something or 2,000 points apart. It was really annoying. So I applaud them for implementing the change of making it more accessible for players, including myself too, because I have never gotten this high for completing any one of the events. So 75 out of 8,000 is pretty good. I've never gotten that high. I was expecting to go. Previously, I would just go for like 4,000 or 5,000, like somewhere in the middle, and then just do it multiple day, like over the multiple times, and then hopefully get it all right. So I don't know if this is a change in their part, or is it because this current event only has 3 parts. So maybe that's also the reason. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think some of those older events had 4 or 5 parts, right? So maybe that's why they just stretch it out by making the point system higher, and that was more annoying. Yeah. Yes, you can rerun it, exactly. So yeah, I get that. You can rerun it to get a better, higher score because it's based on your highest total score, and you're supposed to do part two, and then part 3 and get a total score by the end of the event, and you can keep redoing them for better score, yes, to get all the rewards. I get that. So then, but my point is, in the previous iterations of this or similar type of events, they made the total final score really high, like 25,000. Especially, I know when I was in the early and mid game, I couldn't get it. I had to give up a lot of those last like rewards, and then they had the stupid system where you would get like an event card, a name card out of it, and they would put the name card like kind of like near the end. So then it's kind of stupid because it's like, first of all, no one really cares about the name card. Secondly, it's like, why would you put that like near the end? Shouldn't you put that as like near the beginning so that everyone can get it? Because it's like just compensation for like completing the event, isn't it? You know? So anyway, there's all these stupid things that they did, in my opinion, that was unnecessary. Yeah. Yes, I know that the score adds. I understand that. My point is, when you're early game, and like I said in the previous one, if the total number of score is 25,000 and every 2,000 you get one of those levels of the rewards, a lot of times after you complete all of the days of the rewards, even if you're early game, free to play, or mid game, you can't get the maximum, and therefore, even if it adds, you won't be able to get the final rewards. And I know this because I submitted surveys specifically for this reason, because I was not able, I wasn't complaining that I couldn't get it, I was just saying that they made the scaling of it off, because it doesn't make sense, because then people can't get all the rewards. That's what I'm saying for this event, they made it better, because it's only 0 to 12,000, not 25 or 30,000 or something really high. So then, it is possible for everyone to get all the rewards, and yes, they do stack, and yes, you can redo them to get the highest reward. Yes. But even if you redo them over and over and over, sometimes they made those dungeons really hard in the past. Trust me, they made it so hard that even if you redo it and you like rip out your own hair, you can't even like beat them all to get like the highest score. It's just really annoying. So I was just saying earlier in the stream that I was lucky that this is my highest time, basically. 7,500 out of the 8,000 points available for the first round is my highest time. And that's not because I'm better as a player, but because they made it easier, that's what I was saying. So I think that's a great thing. Of course, obviously, compared to previous iterations of this event, I obviously have leveled up my characters too, but that's not the point. The point is, like, at least they made it seem more easy to get all the rewards. Yes, 75 out of 12,000. But the maximum available for the first round of the event is 8,000 right now, if you turn the maximum of all the multipliers on. So it's 75 out of 800 for day 1, or part 1, but the maximum is 12,000. No, it's not 15,000 out of 1,200 because I redid it. You can redo it all you want. It only takes the highest score. Read the thing. You can only do the highest score. It does not add together. It adds on every day your highest score. So my first run I got 7,000. My second run I got 7,500. I tried to go for 8,000 run and I couldn't get it. So I only stayed at 7,500. That's the maximum. I did not get 14,500 out of it. That's not how it works. Because if that's how it works, then everyone can get the maximum. So that's I see now. That's why you kept saying it adds together. It does not add together. Only the highest score adds to the next one for the next part. It does not add in the same part. Here, I can show you. Oh, not this. See? 7,500. And then like first clear, that's it. And then like my first round, this was not on stream, but my first round was 7,000. Second round, 7,500. Third time, because I was trying to get the full maximum 8,000. Because when you turn on all the multipliers, you can see what the maximum is. It was showed on the top right-hand corner. So then I couldn't get the 8,000, and I was just saying like there was only one thing that I couldn't. It's because I couldn't do the one where if they have 200% HP, the enemies, I couldn't do that one because I couldn't kill them fast enough within the time frame. So that's the one I couldn't get. The last 500 points I couldn't get, but whatever. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like they made, but they made the event easier because I'm able. Not saying that I'm a good player, but because now I'm able to at least get 7,500 out of yes the 12,000, or 7,500 out of 8,000, which is a really big accomplishment for me, in my opinion, because I never was able to get that high. I normally aim for like 4,000 or 5,000, and in some of those other earlier, really early events, I could only get like 2,000 or 3,000. It was really, really hard back then. And then for them, like, see, so then for me to only get 2 or 3,000 in those early events, and then for them to have the stupid maximum, not 12,000, the maximum was 25,000 or 30,000 to get all the rewards, then I would definitely not be able to get them all then. Even if they had like 5 days for the event, right? Or 5 parts, right? Because like 5 times 3 is only 15,000 or maybe 18,000 if I'm lucky, right? I would never be able to get the 25,000. So that's what I'm saying. Like they made the upper limit really high before, and they made it really hard to get points before. So that's why it was really annoying. So again, here they made it easier. So they made the upper limit only 12,000 now, and they made it so that every level is only 1,000 apart. So you can go like from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000, yeah, like that. So then they made it more accessible, which is good. So now more players can enjoy getting the rewards that they do need. Ah. Okay, whatever. Yep. Did I collect the previous chest for destroying all the pots? Yes, I did. Thank you. So basically, for the first 3 Inazuma Islands, I got everything, except for one enhanced chest, which I don't know which one I missed. And I'm not gonna go back for it. I don't know. I can't compare. I don't remember now. That was a long time ago, so whatever. I just let it go. I think at that moment I was like, damn it, that one chest. But oh well, nothing I can do about that. So, but then like for the last 3 islands, I haven't been tracking them either. But I know that I haven't fully explored the last 3 islands, and I'm just gonna leave it. We'll see. I'm not really like into this game as much anymore, so I don't really care if I even if I do it or not. I might do it over the holidays because I'm off. I don't have to work. We get full pay for it, but then like until the new year. So then, like, we'll see. I'm not really sure if I really care, but we'll see. Because if I start another game, then maybe I don't have to care. Like all story, anything story or event related, I've done. But anything like exploration, now I've stopped caring as much. Yeah. I think when I was really into this game, I would want to do it all, but I think no longer as much. Nothing against the game. I don't hate the game. I still like the game. But I think it's just no longer something that I must do. I think before I was more like kind of addicted, let's say, where I'll be like, no, I have to log in and do stuff, you know? And yeah, now it's kind of like, now it just feels kind of like a chore. It's literally, this is like a chore, collecting this stuff. But I'm happy to do it while I'm chatting. That's the only reason why I do it. The chest behind, yes. Yes, I have. Thank you. The money chest, yes. And there's one on the upper level of the bank, the Northland Bank in the year as well. It's the same idea. There's also chests underneath the water, not the water mill or the water wheel at the Wangsheng Inn. Is it Wangsheng Inn? The inn. I forgot the name. Yeah. Anyway. And in Inazuma, there is a chest behind one of the Tanukis near the shrine, or on the trail to the shrine as well. But you can only open it if you go behind the Tanuki. If the Tanuki sees you, I think, you can't open it. It turns into like a vegetable or it becomes unopenable or something like that. I don't remember. That one I did do because that was the main island, the first island of Inazuma. Because I think when Inazuma first launched in 2.0, it was very exciting and I did everything, in my opinion, except for missing one enhanced chest somewhere. I don't know. But yeah. But then, like, since then, I kind of got burned out. I talked about this on this channel as well. I did get burned out. Because I was also resin refreshing and playing obviously daily and also streaming daily. And I got burned out, not just for streaming, but for playing the game, I mean, because I was constantly like trying to get all the characters because Inazuma's amazing, obviously in the beginning, right? You have to like get Raiden Shogun, we gotta get like Kujo Sara, we gotta like all these characters, right? And then Kokumi and Sayu and Ayaka and Yoimiya and all these characters, right? So then and then I got burned out because then you end up just like trying to level them all up and trying to like min-max them a little bit. I can't min-max them all the time, but a little bit, and all this other, yeah, and then if you go for the weapons too, that's more stuff. So then now and then after I got burned out, I got a little bit annoyed with the game. I'm like, I need them to have a break, which I'm very happy that they did a bunch of rerun characters, so that's good. Yeah, so then now I'm just taking it like very chill and mellow, and I actually applaud them for introducing the double rerun or double banner system, essentially. Um, per 3 weeks because I can then skip, and I'm happy for that. And I'm more happy to skip actually, because then you don't have to worry about building anything new. So right now I'm not super annoyed that I got both Ito and Goro. I'm very happy, but at the same time I was totally going into that polling session. I was super happy even if I didn't get them, because then I don't have to level them. That was what I was thinking in my mind, because I'm like, oh, then I can just focus again on like just like leveling out my existing team or rebuilding my existing team instead, right? But it's okay, it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah. You're AR 55 now? You joined in 1.6 when the Golden Apple event was going on. Oh, that's good! Congratulations. You caught up really fast, actually. That's awesome. Yeah. So I would say, like, when you first join, and even for the first few months, you're, like, totally in love with the game. I totally get that. And you want to do everything. So that's good. Yeah, the Golden Apple event was great that you were able to catch that because it's a limited event and it disappeared afterward, of course, right? And that was when my girl Klee was doing her rerun, and it was a really cute story overall. Of course, it's kind of like filler story because it's a side story, but at least they made it fun and interesting, and I did like that. It was good. Hopefully in the summer next year that they bring back, well, I don't know if they have to bring back those islands, but they can bring back something similar, like a limited time summer event would be fun. Or they can bring back those islands too if they make something new happen on those islands. I don't know. Okay, make sure I didn't drop any that roll down the mountain. Okay. Yeah, I actually was gonna quit this game around 1.4, 1.5. But because they kept teasing that Inazuma was coming, and also I also liked the 1.6, so I stayed around. So I wonder what would have happened if I quit around that time, because many players actually quit at 1.4, 1.5. Some of them never even returned afterward. Some of the YouTubers that I was following, this is before I became a YouTuber even, or just started this channel in June of this year, and then but I wasn't streaming regularly. I was just doing it, and I wasn't even talking in my streams. I didn't have a mic, right? I was just playing, and then not many people were watching my channel, which is fine, right? I was just testing it out. Anyway, yeah. So then a lot of the streamers that I had followed at that time, they all stopped altogether. So yeah, and they never rejoined again. They moved on to other games or to other content in total, or they even stopped their YouTube channel in some cases, which is interesting. I mean, if I was to ever evolve this channel, I would just bring in other games, or maybe if I was to, I would just open a separate channel where it's not about video games or about other topics. That's what I would do. I would still keep this channel, right? So yeah. Or I could also rename the channel if I was to change the content of it, but we'll see, right? But right now it's still gaming, and I would still continue with gaming. You wish they did banners for 4 weeks. 3 weeks is such a short time. I agree with you because then they can do more like earning, saving up primo gems and stuff, right? You couldn't do half of the stuff in Apple Archipelago, the Michael Kenki one, and the stuff because your characters are too. Yeah, that's true. That's the thing that when you're new, especially when Inazuma dropped, many people, especially new players who were joining because of Inazuma, the realization that they can't actually level up those characters. Because I had some guy, I think he was a guy on one of my earlier streams, and he was and it was on Twitch. It wasn't on here, which I no longer actually. I used to say that I would Twitch once a week, and I don't even go there anymore. Excuse me. Oh, something's in my throat. Let me drink some water. Okay, so yeah, then you go get some water. But yeah. Anyway, like some guy actually he wasn't arguing with me, but he was a new player, and then his tone wasn't nice. He was saying like, oh, he got Ayaka or somebody or one of those players earlier, and then he's like he got the Sakura blooms because that was the time when they changed it so that when you do the trial dungeon, you can get some of those items, a few of them, like three, right? So he was like, because he's new. So he's like, I got them. I can ascend her. I can ascend her. I'm like, yeah, but you need more than just three. And he didn't understand that. And he was arguing with me on my Twitch stream. I'm like, no, you need like lots of them. You need hundreds of them to ascend her all the way to the end. He said, but I can't because he said, I have them already. I'm like, well, and then he was new. So he couldn't even access Inazuma because there's an AR requirement, obviously, and you have to do the Archon quest and whatever quest to get there, right? So then he's like, no, I can get there. Like, I'll just like ride the boat or whatever. I'm like, but your stamina is not going to be high because obviously you're a new player, right? And all this stuff. He didn't get it, obviously. And I wasn't yelling at him, but he yelled at me, kind of, like through his comments. And then I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Like, come on, you're the one that's like new. I'm the one that's been playing since near the beginning. So anyway, I just let it go. I didn't care. And on Twitch, I'm not active, number one, and also I'm not like I don't have lots of followers there, which is fine. And so anyway, I that's why I kind of don't really care right now about Twitch. And in addition, like um for that, because I'm not like I don't pay for that service, I just use the free version of Twitch as a streamer. So then like my videos get automatically deleted after either 30 days or 60 days, unless I choose to download them and then re-upload them to YouTube or something, which I don't do. I only did that once, I think, or maybe twice in some of my earlier ones when I was trying out that function. Other than that, I didn't really care because I'm like, I'll just redo any new video like on YouTube instead, which is what I've been doing. And some of my viewers just said, yeah, screw Twitch, just leave it for now. Nothing against them, but because I don't have a following there, there's no point in spending my time there either. That's basically what I decided. So, yeah. Kazua's your first 5-star? Congratulations, he's amazing. Where am I going? The chasm will open up in January? Well, hard to say because January is 2.4. And I don't know if that's true or not because some people are saying Enkanomiya is which is the Watatsumi Island vortex is what's going to come in 2.4. So they're not going to open up two new areas, right? And Enkanomiya is where Kokumi and the serpent god comes from, right? It's like the islands underneath the ocean, basically. But then that's kind of weird because 2.4 is the Lantern Rite Festival, and it's basically like all about Lyra characters, basically, let's put it that way. Right, So then like it's kind of strange to like then open up Enkanomiya, which is Inazuma. It has nothing to do with it. Now I'm not saying that every event has to be only like one region, of course, it's fine, because they've done that in the past, like the Moon Chase Festival, and then that was also an Inazuma half, and then also Lyra, right? But then like I don't know, like because obviously there's all, and even I've said this too, and many people and many other streamers also predicted it, that obviously Ganyu and Xiao are expected to come back, and also Zhongli as well. Well, we'll know on Sunday, because Sunday officially is going to be the preview event for 2.4, officially announced now. But like, the issue now is, if you bring in Enkanomiya, and I brought this up on my stream the other day too, I was just bringing it up as a question. Like, obviously we won't know the answers, and we'll just find out the truth once we get there on Sunday to watch the stream. But like, if you're bringing back Enkanomiya, because some people are saying that I don't know anything because I'm not a leaker, but then like some people are saying that from some of their leaked information that they data mined, that Enkanomiya maps are ready to go and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, but if you're going to do a Watatsumi Island event, or release a region in Watatsumi Island, basically, or related to Watatsumi Island, does not mean that Kokumi is going to get a storyline. But if that's the case, would she get a rerun? But then that doesn't make sense because she was so recent as well, right? Because she came in 2.1. So then I'm like, and she's not really that liked either. No one likes her. But then, but at the same time, they did release that defense dungeon, which has her pieces in there, right? So then they're kind of wanting people to play with her, I would imagine. So I don't know. But then people are now saying like Zhongli could have a rerun because we're going to be back in Liyue, right? But then, I don't know. I mean, if Kokumi gets a rerun, it could make sense because that region is her region. And also, even though she was very recent, which I think is not likely that she'll get a rerun, but maybe she'll just get a storyline which doesn't make sense. She'll get a storyline, but she's not going to get a rerun. That's weird, right? But of course, the game doesn't make sense in some cases. They did the first child rerun, back in 1.5, I believe. He didn't have a storyline. They just reran him so that they can put Rosaria on his banner. It was really strange. And then so when they reran him the second time, then people were outraged. Like, you're rerunning him again? But then in the second time they reran him, he is part of the Labyrinth Heroes event, as you know. And for that one, he was part of the story. So then that's why they reran him. Also, they wanted to sell his Polar Star Bow. So then, so some of the things that they do is kind of out of order or out of place for sure. So I don't know. They could rerun Kokumi just to either push her again a little bit to sell her, be like, yeah, well, you guys got all those stupid clam pieces from the defense dungeon, and also we're giving her her new region. So then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out on Sunday. It would be a surprise if she is rerun, but it also would make sense too if they are going to release that region, or they'll just give her a storyline and not rerun her, which is fine too, I guess. Which is it's weird that they would do it that way with no yeah, but they could. Why am I playing with a Chinese voiceover? Isn't Japanese voiceover sweeter and cuter? Well, because the game is Chinese, and the Chinese voiceover is technically the original, right? So I just go with the original. I know that they hired really good voice actors for the Japan region or the Japanese version, but I will say some of them actually kind of don't make sense to me. And I'm not criticizing the voice actor. I'm just saying some of the decision was weird. So Bennett is I think Bennett is what, 20 years old or something like that, 19, 20, 21, right? So he's like a young man, right? But in the English one, he sounds like a teenager, right? Which is fine. But then in the Japanese one, he sounds like an older man, like that's in his mid to late 20s. Like the voice, not the actor's fault, but the feeling you get from listening to Bennett's voice in Japanese is weird. I'm just saying. But I will say the actors that they chose for Zhongli in English and in Chinese are on point with his characterization. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that in the Chinese one, I think it's technically the more accurate portrayal of what they want the character to feel like, because obviously it's a Chinese game, and obviously when they envision and design the characters, even though some of them are Japanese, the Inazuma characters are Japanese inspired, but then they're thinking of how they want the character to sound, feel, and look like, and all that was obviously from a Chinese perspective. So that's why I just leave it on the Chinese voiceover. But they're all well done, you know? And I've heard some of the Korean ones too, and they're okay too. Oops. But I will say the Chinese voice actors do a good job for these Li Yue characters because Li Yue is based off of China. So it makes sense what they're saying, actually. I had a friend kind of translate to me what actually Zhongli says when he does his moves and stuff. It actually sounds, well, I will say this, even Raiden Shogun, when she does her moves and stuff, it actually sounds better in Chinese, in my opinion, than in English. It's just weird what they say in English. Because they're trying to, okay, because Zhongli and Raiden, when they do their moves, like for example, when he does this, what he's saying, the move isn't directly translatable, so to speak, into English. It actually is more rooted in history and culture and rooted in a poem, kind of like a poem form, because it's like a 4 or 5 or 6 word idiom, if that makes sense, you know? So whereas that would not be translatable in English. Yeah. Same with Raiden Shogun. When she says her move and stuff like that, it's kind of like a poem, kind of. It's kind of it still can be translatable, but the feeling is different, if that makes sense. Because not everything can be translatable directly in English. Like the wording can be translated, maybe even the meaning can be translated, but the feeling is lost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, English voiceover lacks emotion. Yes, in some cases, yes. But I will say the Mondstadt characters are fine because they are English based. So it depends, really, right? Yeah. I don't know what you're. Is that like Japanese or something? Is that what she's saying in Raiden Shogun? And I haven't played this game in the Japanese, so I don't fully remember. I don't know what they say in the Japanese. Um, but like in the Chinese part, like it makes sense what they're saying because the game is meant to be Chinese first.
固若金汤。
Wait, was I here already? I don't remember. No, no. If I was here, they would have been dead already.
结霜，哼！加快脚步。
Yeah, Shogun says that. It's the haiku you were talking about. Okay. Yeah, like they say different things. Yeah, so I'm sure in the Japanese one it should be pretty good. I'm not saying that it's bad. I think that the Japanese ones, especially for the Inazuma characters, would be really good. Especially Kazuha, I'm sure it would be more on point actually even. Right? Yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to change the language every time that, depending on the character that I'm using, right? That's kind of crazy too, right? So I'll just leave it on the Chinese. Yeah, because like I said, I just find that the voiceover for some of the choices of what they're trying to depict in the Japanese version just didn't add up to me. Like the Bennett just sounded weird to me. That's all I can say. That could be just my assumption, but he just sounded weird in English. Sorry, in Japanese, because he sounds like an older guy when he's actually supposed to be a younger guy. I don't know. It just sounded weird.
固若金汤。
Because in the English and in the Chinese, for Bennett, he sounds more like a young guy. So then for this Japanese one to go kind of off course and pick or not pick the voice actor being older, but just have the voice actor voice him in an older way sounds weird. Yeah, that's all. I do wonder when we're gonna get the Chasm and Sumeru as well, but I have a feeling it's gonna be way late next year. Or maybe like in the springtime, maybe in like March or April. And then they still haven't, in my opinion, they haven't figured out Dendro yet. So that's probably what's putting them off for Sumeru as well. They haven't figured out the reactions for it yet. They haven't figured out how to like roll it out, right? I don't know. Like I have a feeling that's what's holding them up more than anything else. Because if you think about it, you have to introduce this new element, which is not hard. Well, that part is not the hard part. The hard part is because the game is already established with only 6 elements technically right now. I mean, Dendro does exist in the game already, but then like, you know, it's just gonna be weird. That's the part that they can't figure out, I think. Because then you have to kind of go backward and tweak everything else that's already been released in order to make sure that they can interact with that element somehow too. But I don't know if that's really that hard. Maybe it's not hard. I don't know. For example, like when there was a patch when they introduced like tree cutting, where you can cut the trees and get the trees, right? So obviously before that, if you hit a tree, you don't get anything out of it, right? But they obviously must have did something, because that would be something where they have to go back and change something that was already in the game to make it work. So I don't know. They would have to do something similar like that for Dendro to work. But on a bigger scale, I think, because cutting trees is relatively simpler than like changing how reactions work or adding new reactions into the game. And then back to the Bennett thing, I could be wrong too. It could be that maybe in the Japanese one, they got their, like the instructions that the voice actor got was that he's actually like a 20-something-year-old guy, so then it's okay to sound like that. So maybe it's the other two that are like off by making him sound younger. I don't know. It could be the other way around too. Who knows, right? Because we don't know the order of what was recorded first and what was recorded later, or what was maybe that was originally what they had planned, and then maybe later on they changed it to make him sound younger for the other versions, but not re-record it for the Japanese one. I don't know. So there's no right or wrong here. It just sounds weird. That's all. Because the other like Japanese and sorry for Chinese and for English, he does sound younger. So then that just throws me off. That's all. When he sounds older. But yeah, if I don't know if this is your first time joining my channel, Rishav, but if you are, please subscribe and feel free to hit the like button and notifications as well, and check out my other videos if you're interested. But also, I do have a Discord server, and there are other people in there, of course, and so you can like, not a lot of people, but there are some people there. So feel free to like join my Discord server. It is in the description, and feel free to interact with the other people there as well. It can be about anything random. We don't only have to talk about the games, because sometimes, like I said, like this is just mindless stuff for me to do every day. We yesterday or the other day when I was streaming, we were just talking about movies that we've been watching recently. So like just any random topic is fine, because this is just mindless farming, literally. So it doesn't need me like to focus much. Sometimes I just forget if I've already gotten it already, but that's all I'm doing, just farming. But yeah.
加快脚步。加快脚步。
天动万象，
结霜。求饶吧！
Oh, the little fox died. That's just okay. Oh, okay.
加快脚步。
固若金汤。
Oh, I missed them. Damn it. Oh well.
固若金汤。
I wonder if in the future, I don't know what MiHoYo is doing. I think they're going to invest in it too because they're a big company. Into the metaverse. I hope that they it'd be cool if they can make this game like meta, where you can like play it virtually or enter the world somehow. Oh my god, that'd be amazing because they made this world so beautiful. But that'll be way in the future. It'd be so cool to be just able to like even if you can't like kill things or something, well that'd be cool too obviously to have different powers and to kill things in the world, and also to be able to glide and fly around these beautiful like backgrounds and landscapes. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Or to interact with like, for example, some like fantasy characters such as like the Adeptis and stuff, or just interact with the characters in the game. That would be kind of cool. Like that we take the form of the traveler and then we can like go and talk to like these characters in the Serenity Pod or wherever in the world, right? You know, that'd be cool. And to like the Adeptis or other people, like that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, I think. Who knows? Maybe they're already planning that. I'm just looking at the event. When is the Liban event coming? Marvelous merchandise. I'm just curious. He starts on the 27th, so Monday. Okay. Never mind then. I thought for some reason he's starting like now, but not yet. Okay.
加快脚步。
Oh, 174. That's pretty good. And that's that. Good. So I have plenty enough for tomorrow, so I don't have to do as much farming. Yeah. And I know that people are saying that the white blind is actually really good for Ito because it's his next best, right? But then I don't want to build it, so I don't really care right now. Because in order to build it, you have to give 50 of your ore, basically, which means I have to farm even more. And we all know that there's a limit of how much you can get every day, too. So I'm not interested.
加快脚步。
So, well, I think that's it. Okay. What else is there? Let's see what else is there. No, I'm not gonna bother with those anymore. Because my battle pass is full already, so I don't really care. Okay, interesting. So yeah, no, like I think that's it then. Okay. Do I have another? I have one wish saved up from. Okay, let's just quickly do it then. Yeah, nothing. Oh well. Because the only reason I'm wishing on this is not because I want another Ito. No, no, no. I just want another. I want some Goro constellations, but I have not been lucky. It's okay. It's fine. Whatever. Because at least going on that is a better bet than the weapon banner. Although I should try the weapon banner maybe even. But I don't want to build it if I have to get it. Oh my god. But it would make him way better though. Yeah, Ito. But I honestly, my overall opinion of Ito is he's not like the greatest because he's a Claymore user and he's Geo. But he's good to have, but he's not like a favorite. No. So yeah, that's my overall impression of him so far. Like I'll still use him and I'll still enjoy it and everything, but I don't think he's like a go-to character that like I'm like, oh, I have to like use them like a Raiden Shogun every time. You know, that's not the feeling I'm getting from him. So yeah. I'm gonna heal out some of my characters who need some healing. That's it. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so if there's anything else anyone on the stream wants to chat about, otherwise I think we're done my routine for the day. I already spent all my resin. There's not much I can do right now. 18. I'm not gonna refresh. I did my event before the stream. I did even the hangouts before the stream. These were done already. So yeah, I guess that's it for today then. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this stream, whether you're watching me live now or on replay. Thank you guys again for interacting with me and chatting with me. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Nothing special happened on this stream, of course, regarding Christmas, but we did talk a little bit about it, right? So thank you guys for sharing. Hopefully you guys have a safe and happy holidays. I will still stream regularly on here, but I cannot commit to like every day, of course, and the weekends will be considered an optional streaming time for me. So I may come on and do a stream on the weekend, or I may not at all, because weekends I just want to move forward and not commit to that. So we'll just leave it optional. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me, and hope you guys have a great day ahead of you, and happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next stream, and we'll chat then. Thank you. Okay, good night. Bye.